Good day, real quick.
Sure.
If I was going to file a motion permitting him to apply for jobs outside of the urban apostles. He had a job offer from Toyota, but it's one of those you work and that's your job interview for a 12-hour shift and he gets paid for it. Do we need to get a hearing date for have him come back, my client come back with me in person, or can I file a motion?
Talk to the state and see if they have any objection to his working.
Okay.
Yeah, and if they don't have any objection, then he can work.
Okay, but with pretrial also.
Just talk to probation.
Okay.
Yeah. Lafayette Pate. Who's the attorney for Pate? Oh, okay. Probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2025 CR 006784 State versus Lafayette Pate. Could I have parties announced?
State.
Christopher Ramos for the defense.
And are you Mr. Pate?
Yeah.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery.
This is one of the biggest moments in any criminal case. The judge is making sure the defendant fully understands every constitutional right he's about to give up. Once that plea is accepted, turning back becomes incredibly difficult. Pay attention. Every answer from this point forward carries serious legal consequences.
Mr. Pate, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
No.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are.
All right, Mr. Pate, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with robbery. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the court were to grant the application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
And there it is. The judge has officially found enough evidence to support a conviction. Notice how quickly this happened? That's because the defendant entered a plea, meaning the court didn't need a full trial with witnesses or a jury. It's a reminder that many criminal cases are resolved long before they ever reach a dramatic courtroom showdown.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Pate, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution to the complainant of $125. Did you understand that to be your plea? Defense state?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, no contact with the complainant, the MRT course, anti-theft course, felony anti-theft course, and no possession of firearms, and a transfer to Dallas County. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Village you're up to exhibit number 1, including all attachments.
No objection.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. Have you spoken with the complainant?
I believe we have, Judge.
You may be excused. Thank you.
Now, the tone of the hearing changes completely. Instead of focusing on punishment alone, the judge starts talking about rehabilitation. That's something viewers don't always expect, but many judges see recovery as the key to preventing someone from ending up back in court.
How old are you?
23, ma'am.
All right. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life, but besides meeting people up on OfferUp for the purchase of marijuana and then taking their money and not delivering on the product? Other than that, what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Get my CDL and further my barber career. Taking care of my child or so.
I'm sorry, what?
Trying to get my CDL, man, and further my barber career and just take care of my child, man.
And how old is your child?
2 years.
All right. When this offense occurred, was your child on the planet?
Yeah.
All right. I guess waiting to be born. So why would you do this when you know you have a child?
I'm not sure, man.
I don't know what people are thinking. You know, do you want to go to prison? Do you want to get arrested for nonsense? I don't know why people just can't get a job. Get a job. And I didn't know, when have they started doing marijuana sales on OfferUp? Is that something new? I've never used OfferUp, so I don't know. But the last time I have people who said they've done OfferUp, it's for, hey, you want to buy this motorcycle? You want to buy a piece of furniture? It's not marijuana. When you do OfferUp, do you just like put on OfferUp, you're selling marijuana? Well, I mean, that's what's in the stipulations. The stipulated evidence is she met you on OfferUp to purchase marijuana from you.
I think it's more of a messaging back and forth from the initial.
So I guess you just go and OfferUp, there's something I want to sell. And then somebody's, well, what do you want to sell? And then they message each other off.
Maybe coded 420 something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. You haven't been on OfferUp.
I haven't. I'm a defense attorney.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Here's an interesting detail most people overlook. Jail credit and good time are handled by different authorities. The judge can award credit for time already served, but she can't promise how the jail calculates release dates. It's a common source of confusion for defendants.
All righty. So are you employed here or no?
You know,
What do you do?
I'm a machine operator in the warehouse.
I think in Dallas County.
Oh, in Dallas. Okay. All righty.
And his residence is in Dallas County and his job is in Dallas County.
All right. We're going to do $1,000 fine. That'll be probated. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. If you're drug tested today, will the results be? Oh, I mean, he wasn't with you.
He's speaking.
No, he's not speaking for you unless he was with you. So, I mean,
Jail, cross-contamination.
Sure. Pretty told you signed the papers.
Well, I would feel,
all right. So what are you going to be positive for?
man, THC.
And what else? All right.
I can offer that in meeting with him and dealing with him, he's very functional. I mean, a tap would be recommended, but I don't think he has.
That's THC.
I don't think he has a dependence issue.
And does your child live with you?
At the moment.
All right. So there's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, no unsupervised contact with minors. There is to be, are any minors residing in your households?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to order no residing in households with minors. That will change after you start completing some of the things that are being required of you, okay?
We're now looking at an entirely different case, but the legal process follows the same careful pattern. Every question the judge asks is designed to create a clear record, making it much harder for someone to later claim they didn't understand what was happening.
And the reason why I'm doing it is because newborns, well, children really shouldn't be around the smell of marijuana and other things. 5 years deferred adjudication, 200 hours of community service restitution. Once parenting classes are completed, which I'm ordering, 100 hours will be deducted. The remaining 100 hours will be deducted upon completion of the MRT. I'm not going to order the felony theft course. To me, no. There's to be no possession of firearms. Transfer to Dallas County. And if Dallas County does field visits, I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. And there's to be this restitution of $125. State,
Yes, Judge.
I don't want to order restitution for $125 because this is an illegal drug deal.
That was the terms of the offer, Judge, but we'll refer to the court on that.
All right. On OfferUp. Now, if I'm selling a piece of furniture on OfferUp, I expect people to pay for that. But if I'm selling drugs on OfferUp and somebody steals from me, I'm not even calling the police. Who calls the police on that?
You'd be surprised, Judge.
All right. Okay, so there's to be proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And probation, there's to be regular UAs. And if you could make sure they test for levels. And he says that he has PTSD, so we can do a MIC evaluation out of custody. And I believe you all have some sort of trauma test that they can take or something. If you all can do that, and we'll see if there's some help that they can potentially give you. And what I can tell you, probation, this is sort of time for you with these conditions, and I know it seems a lot. That's why I'm giving you credit. Once you complete parenting classes, you don't have to do certain community service restitution hours. But this is a time for you to get your life in order, right? And so if there are issues, mental health issues or something else going on, just let probation know about it, because anytime you bring stuff like that to them, they're supposed to give you help that you need. And if they don't give it to you, you can come back here and I'll make sure it's done. All right, probation, anything else?
Okay.
Anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, you're welcome. Did you review trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Right, because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And remember, because it was outside the agreement, but I guess that's something that you all sort of agreed to, even though it's outside the agreement, the no possession of firearms. Usually when you're on deferred adjudication, it's not a conviction, you can possess firearms. But because this was sort of your agreement, you're not allowed to possess any firearms. You understand?
No.
All right. And think about what you're doing before you do it. And always think, is this something my child would be proud of me? You know, to say, tell other children, that's my dad. And that's what you want. You want your child to be proud, to point you out to people, hey, that's my dad, and be happy to see you. And they can't if you're doing this type of thing, okay? All right, good luck to you, all right? You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
So what do you think? Did the court strike the right balance between accountability and fairness, or should the outcome have been different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy real courtroom breakdowns with legal analysis, don't forget to subscribe for more.